Hey, how's it going? Today I'm going to be making a beat or a track only using sounds from the Korg MS20. Hopefully it sounds good, something like this. Hopefully that sounded good. Let me show you how I'm going to do this. Come on. So I have the headphone output going from the MS20 into the Novation Circuit Rhythm. I have an 808 patch. I'm gonna go ahead and select this bank here. I'm gonna hit record. I just program a simple beat. All right, now I've got this over into Ableton. Let's take a listen real quick. Cool. Ramp this here, like so. This, ramp this up. What is this thing? How does this work? Map this to macro 1, and then I can go from dry to wet. Cool. All right, that's enough. Try this here, like R. Try that. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's clean this up, I don't know. Any better? And then maybe we'll do these like that. That's just one sample, right? Cool. I wanted to show you something. I have the iMS20 app on my iPad, and I've been using it to sketch out patches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate them on the MS20 Mini. Then I'm going to take those patches and put them on the Novation Circuit Rhythm. In doing so, I thought that this would be a good opportunity to do a shootout between the iMS20 and the MS20 Mini. I'll take all of the patches that I create on the iMS20 and we'll do a blind test between both of these, and we'll see if we can figure out which one is which, or if they sound any different, or if we care. Let me just show you a couple of the patches that I've come up with so far. I'm gonna keep on making some, but here's what I got so far. Saw kick, I don't know. I've got a tom. I have a snare drum. I have a hi-hat. Open up the decay on here. Sort of an open hat. Not too bad. Here's another random patch that I made. I called this chainsaw grinder because it sounds like a chainsaw. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get too carried away with this. I'm going to show a couple of different patches, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load them all up onto the Circuit Rhythm. I will do all of the patches from the MS20 Mini, and then I will also do all the patches from the iMS20. I'll put a little something together, and then we'll see if we can guess if it came from the MS20 Mini or if it came from the iMS20. All right, here's the first patch I have. It's just a snare drum sort of sounding thing. Okay, probably not my best. All right. I gotta pull all this stuff out. Let's see, let's start with maybe a hard kick. Let's try that. It's a regular snare. Clave stick, what's this sound like? Oh, my hat, that's a good idea. Duh. Okay, I've got samples from the MS20 Mini and the iPad. I tried my best to get these to match up as close as possible. The numbers that are on the panel and then the numbers that are on the app aren't quite exact, but let's take a listen and see if you can figure out which one is which. Here's the first one. Here's number 2. So there's some tonal differences in there for sure, but does one of them sound better than the other one? That's for you to decide. The first one was the MS20 Mini and the second one was the app. To me, they don't sound that different. Certainly not hundreds of dollars worth of a difference, but maybe they do to you. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I've got this over into Ableton. Let's take a look and see what we got going on here. Top track is the MS20. I panned the low end from the circuit to the left, and I panned the high end to the right, the kick. And then I've got the high end here. And this evolves, it's got some stuff in here like this. Up at the top, I sampled the MS20 and then I put it into a simpler or one of Ableton's samplers. And then I put an ARP at the beginning of it and I just have this. I have another layer that I did with the MS20. I've got two of them. I'll play both of these. I have this section here that's sort of like a build up here. I don't know what it is, but just listen. And then lastly, I have a kick down here that I made with the MS20. This is from the filters. All right, so let's just see if we can do a little bit of automation. I'm not gonna get crazy. I already did a couple of things. We're just gonna try to spice it up a little bit so that it's a little bit more interesting than not. All right, I'm gonna add a pedal in here and we'll add some fuzz. And I'll just use this to automate, to sort of like bring into these next sections. Something like this, maybe. Let's take a listen. Maybe we'll do this whole section and then just bring this down a little bit, just to go with the filter sweep. I'm just going to duplicate that. That sounds cool. So I'll do sort of the same thing here. Bring it up like that. And then we'll let it just sort of trail off like that. Let's see. I want this to be very spacey, so I'm going to add this reverb here. Let's take a listen. Give this a little bit more excitement. These drums sound sort of boring. Bring a delay in there. Lovely. Oh, you know, it might be kind of cool if we do like a little bit of like a reverb thing for this thing. Okay, I'm gonna keep on messing with this and see if I can make it just a little bit better. If you get an opportunity, take a listen to my album Precipice. I just released about 2 months ago, and it's like 90% Nord drum, and I'd be super grateful if you took the time to listen to it. Okay, bye.